Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Buddies, and welcome back to Tainted Grail Conquest. Last time, we actually managed to beat the Avalonian Knight, which is really exciting. And we were told how to unveil the final boss, which is to beat the three beasts and collect their hearts and burn the hearts in the menhir. So we might try that today, but today, the first thing we're doing is we're trying out the Blood Mage. The Blood Mage operates a lot like the Summoner did, except their special ability lets them overcharge a minion. This means the minion activates a really big version of their abilities, or a specialized version of their abilities, and then immediately dies. Their minions level up every turn and attack every turn. And yeah, they're the normal minions for the Summoner. The Golem gets a special ability to heal you, however. We did say that the next video we did with the Summoner, we were going to do with the Abomination. So, but I like the Worm a lot more, I'm not going to lie. And the Golem here, the Golem's just really useful. But we did say next Summoner video was going to be Abomination, and we're sticking to it. I think if and when we sort of settle into a groove with this game, I'm going to treat the three sort of, quote, main classes as like, this is what cycles. So it'd be the Fighter, Archer, Mage, Triumvirate. And then, apart from, or after that, it'll be, we cycle between those three, and then beyond that, it would be, you just sort of cycle between those three, and then maybe within each you cycle. I kind of like that idea, maybe. Requires 3 Wordstone hearts. Oh, hold on. Allows you to brave the weirdness without repercussions. Okay, so perhaps there's even a function to not consuming them. Who knows?
The blacksmith is...
Alright, we're gonna buy some runestones. Elo turned out to be rather useless. First turn of combat, increase your damage by 50%. Increase damage by 2. Cracked Gar turned out to be exactly as good as I hoped it would be in the Pathfinder run. That was a really good class. It was a very good class. It was a lot of fun to play. And I feel kind of bad for shit-talking it as much as I did. So we're gonna put in calc. Do we... I don't know if we're worried about any of the others there. Let's see. As far as our other meta currencies go, we've got a few card tatters, but that's it, and not enough to do anything with. Oh, we do want to buy a quest card, though. Gluttony. Discard your hand and draw 2 cards. Discard 30 with this card to turn it into Gluttonous Beast, which lets you draw 2 and reduce their cost to 0. That's insanely good. Use this card 6 or more times to turn it into Greedy Strike. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage, gain 25% of damage dealt as wealth. That's really good. And then Sword of Envy to deal a big hit. I like the idea of gaining a bunch of wealth. However, I think Gluttony is going to be more actually useful. Specifically to this character. So, once again, into the weirdness. Imagine this is what the world actually looks like if you're, if you wear glasses. Just, this 24/7. I guess, unless you're wearing glasses. Alright. So here we are with our Blood Mage. Now the Blood Mage has some special considerations beyond everybody else, because, as you might imagine, their playthrough is all about blood. In order to summon any of our minions, we're going to have to offer up some of our blood, our health, our vital essence. Offer 2% of your life to get a blood worm. 2% of your max HP to get a blood abomination. Now this says max HP, it does not mean max HP, it means current HP out of your max HP, not like the damn witch. Insane that she does that. However, pretty much these guys operate just like the summoners, except they get an overcharge once they hit once they try to promote above level 4. And it's just a hit for a lot of damage in the case of the Abomination, but the Abomination hits everybody. That's what the Fan of Knives means. The reason I like the Blood Worm, or the Worm as it is because he also lowers your opponent's armor. So, as we see, 2 points of armor. Fantastic. I shouldn't be dicking around like that, though. Alright, it looks like he didn't swing at me. Good. You want to make sure to keep your main character protected. We're going to protect our worm. As they tell you in sex ed. You gotta do it. The Blood Fae is fine. What it does is it charges up your big spell, your big power here, by its level, and it's fine, really, is all it is. Stun an enemy. End turn. Alright, the Golem eats hits from everybody, and then when he finally is at his maximum level, he'll heal you for 10. I would argue that the Blood Golem might be the main reason you'd want to use the Blood Fae, because you can increase the strength of its healing by having a more full occult ring here. However, none of these cards look particularly useful to me, so we're going to eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards with Gluttony. Hey, we got a ritual and a promotion. I mean, that's good enough for me. So, there's a little bit of scaling for our character. Now, what are we looking at here? Pay 3 to activate all minions 2 times. That's really good. At the start of each turn, the minion heals 50% of its missing HP. That's fine, but not particularly valuable. Now, synergy here. Synergy, invoking a Fae and a Worm. If we want to swarm out allies synergy wouldn't be a bad place to start. Because right now, our allies cost us a whole lot. You know, 2 energy per casting? Feh. Who has the energy for that? However, 1 energy to invoke 2? Now, invoke does mean what I think it means, right? Summon them instantly. Yep. Invokes can only be played once per combat. Okay. So, when your HP is low, all offerings restore HP instead of hurting you. Oh, that's really useful. Increase the max HP of all minions by 15 or by 10%. Okay. We're going to go with low reserves. So we'll be probably floating pretty frequently around 15 or around 25% health. That wasn't the Pied Piper behind this man that I just saw, was it? I'm paranoid of the Pied Piper. Man scares me. Was that our first video where we ran into him and he just wiped the floor with us? Feels like it. Feels like it was just the other day. Anyway. We're gonna get rid of the Red Death. The thing is, we don't want to hit the sick man too often when killing him, but we do want to kill him. Fuck. Reduce the damage of all enemies, reduce the cost of a card. Well. And turn. Yeah, Mr. Sickman is gonna be a huge freaking problem. Alright, and we can synergy. Yep, we got ourselves a Blood Fae and a Blood Worm. Now, one of the neat things about the Fae is when it overcharges, it gives me 100% additional damage, which means the main thing we want it to do is fucking die. We activate it, and now we get access to offering, which means we can just go, hey buddy, die. We now deal 100% damage, so does everybody on our side of the field, and we're gonna get a Blood Golem out. Everybody explodes upward, and ow, my health. Now, he's gonna be the one taking damage, so we're gonna barrier him up, and we're gonna just sort of try to pad him up as much as we can. Alright, now there are powers we can get. Nod Foot. Escape from... Ew. Escape from combat with a Nod Foot. There are powers that we can get to, like, get multiple, golems. Reduce the max HP of all enemies by 20%. What the hell? That's amazing. Oh. Oh my god. Immobilization to stun all enemies. But 20% damage in a single spell? Like, not to overplay that, but you play this 5 times and they're dead. On the other hand, immobilization keeps me from getting hit. There are a number of enemies who are immune to stun, but I don't think a large enough number to make that not worth it. Increase damage by 2. Well, if we're getting it for free anyway. The Elderly Archer. The
man greets you as if nothing has happened.
We need pieces of his flame, right?
When I was younger, only a teenager really, I was one of the guards in an asylum not far from Tainted, on the Dark Morass. We were stationed there to ensure the plague wouldn't spread. You know how it is with all these infected people. Since they're destined to die of the Red Death, they just don't care what happens to the rest of us.
And what did you do?
I was supposed to protect the healthy, but at one point I couldn't. I got soft and I couldn't keep up with my duties. I couldn't sacrifice the few for the many. I did save a group of infected people, but I let the plague spread. Now you see the nature of my crime.
You think about his deeds and realize that if he was just a teenager back then, he must have been sitting here for a long, long time.
You showed compassion. What is good for the many should always outweigh the good for the few. No. I mean, fuck. The deal is, that's true. In almost every instance, you want to do what's good for the most number of people. However, you cannot ever lose sight of compassion while doing so. Even if a number of people, even if a number of people are going to make everybody sick, you still have to be at least diplomatic with them. And you have to show them a level of compassion. Even if it means sometimes making things worse. You have to show compassion towards people. People get scared. Even sick people. Sick people in particular get scared. They don't know what's going to happen to them. Or even worse, they do. No, you showed compassion.
Maybe I did. But many people, maybe even ones more innocent than those I saved, died because of my choice.
Goddamn.
You explain that someone in your village is interested in his condition. You ask for a sample of the flame. The man shrugs and looks back at you with a puzzled stare. He falls silent. You know there's more that he wanted to ask you, but you can clearly see that he's not in the mood for further conversation.
Alright, so we're going to lose 10% of HP to level up again. Get a random legendary. Let's see what the legendary we get is. Blood Ritual. Offer 10%, reduce the armor of all enemies by 100%, and stun them. Okay. That's a pretty powerful card, not gonna lie. Alright, bad guys. Actually, I call them bad guys, but man, I have no way of knowing. I have no perspective in this situation. Alrighty. Hey! Get up Slurpee the Golem. And knock down their armor a bit. The Golem's whole function is to preserve himself, to keep himself alive, and that's it. Let's see. So you're gonna activate, and then we're gonna activate Gluttony. And I guess we're just gonna barrier up the Golem. Are we going to be able to keep this man alive? 8/16, 24. No. No, we are not. Sad. I was hoping to gain some health out of this fight. Oh well. Hey! I gained a healing potion out of it. That technically counts. Oh yeah, how many gold coins? I have 0. Good. Alright, Candlemaker's hut.
The choking stench.
Look for weird candles. Oh, neat. We just found some. Okay. I thought we were going to find some trouble in there. Medium burn and a training ground. Ooh, we could... Huh. I wonder if... I don't think we could take the big training ground right now. So, Blood Golem. And we're just gonna consume with Gluttony. Get a little bit of that, cross fight. That in-between fight, progression going on. Alright, let's just stun these dudes. I guess I didn't have to. I could have just thrown a barrier on myself. Which would have been reasonable, especially because this guy's about to die anyway. Ritualize? Alright. Consecrated oil. Increased damage by 100% this turn. Nice. We got the flame sample, which is excellent. Cracked man. Okay. Every turn, increase everybody's armor by 5. That isn't awful. Mind you, it'd be like 15 turns till... Everybody's damaged by 10%. Now that has a little bit of interest to me. Because I count as like 5 people, right? My damage and the damage of my allies, I think each counts separately. Should we go with Give Me All You Got? I think we're going to go with Crackman, and we're going to go with Give Me All You Got.
Come, train.
Alright, immediate regret. Oh, God. Abomination. Discard 7 cards. I guess we're gonna protect one of the abominations. And go. Oof. Oh, yeah. Alright, Golem, come out. And I'm gonna barrier myself up. We're just gonna take the time that the Golem is out to, like, whack up our armor. Screw Golems. Ow. Alright. Synergy time. Immobilization time. And go. Alright. Pop you. Fuck. Ritual on you. Throw a barrier on myself. And he's about to wipe out everybody. Alright, Golem. Let's get the Blood Fae as well. I do not know what to do here, man. Alright, you're about to take a bunch of damage. Gonna need the Bloodworm. I think if we go here, we might have him next turn. Because all the damage is going to redirect into the Golem. We did get him. Holy nuts. Heal all other minions to full and create 20 barrier on them. I kind of like Sacrifice here. Scapegoat is... I don't think Scapegoat's worth it. The thing is that our minions are meant to just die. Reduce their armor by 50 for 5 turns. This might be a reroll. Yeah, we're gonna reroll. Double Trouble. When a minion is activated the first time in a turn, it is activated again. Advanced activation allows us to spend this twice to activate twice. Double Trouble. So Double Trouble will get us 2 or 3 turns of the same thing. Because again, we don't have a way to de-level our allies. So yeah, advanced activation is probably the best to do here. While you have full HP, double all overcharge effects. Every overcharge reduces the armor of all enemies by 10. And the start of the turn, if 3 allies are alive, gain 1 energy. I like the idea of this. Blood Supply just feels far too unlikely. Nullification. If we can get lots of promotions going, Nullification would be a lot of fun. But I think Group Power.
Congratulations. Here's the promised reward.
Ooh.
But if I may ask this of you, lend me your ear for a moment.
Okay.
A favor. You can handle yourself, so I figure you won't be afraid to handle something that no sane person would ever agree to do. Somewhere out there, you might encounter a certain knight.
Oh!
A creature of enormous size and even more enormous appetite.
Uh-huh.
I have to ask you for help to convince this creature to come back here.
Alright, but why?
That's a long story, but he belongs here with me. Here, I can take care of his condition and keep trying to heal him.
Aww. Okay, so Big Boy has a friend. Aw, that's really sweet. Alright, what did we just get? A Polished Heagle. +5 for every enemy killed while equipped. Maximum +100%. Okay. You know what? Polished Hagel it is. We are now Hegelians. Philosophy stuff. Philosophy jokes are funny. Even if I don't necessarily get them. As the person saying them. Oh, a florist. Alright, we got another person to join our village. Is that number 6? Gluttony. Discard 5 cards. Alrighty. Blood Abomination out. And Gluttony in. We have officially gotten Gluttonous Beast. Draw 2 cards, reduce their cost to 0. That is going to make us so insanely powerful going forward. Like, drawing 2 cards, huge. Drawing 2 cards and they cost 0? Woof. All right. Advanced activities. Do it again, my friend. And there's gonna be 20 damage coming our way. Can we stop it somehow? Okay, hold on. Yes! You. And now... And then... And... Got him. Nice! Alright, that was a lot of damage. I did not want to take any of it. Awakening. Promote and activate all minions. It's fine. Sacrifice a minion to stun all enemies. This is really good because there are going to be times where we want to remove a minion. And Need for Golem takes a similar thing, except it wants us to be able to specifically summon an ally. I think Blinding Burst might be better. Yeah, we're gonna go with Blinding Burst. Cracked Ethel. Each card played increases your damage by 5%. We're already at plus 15. I don't think we're gonna do much better. Not that quickly. Mind you, once it becomes polished, maybe. Huh.
Wandering around, you notice that the plants on the ground around you are more like muscle tissue than typical vegetation. Then you notice an old man smiling at you in a disturbingly friendly manner. He's sitting near an enormous pool of blood and stacks of fancy bouquets made of body parts. Hands, hearts, testicles, arms, all held together by an unknown power, form the shape of a sunflower. Your horrified eyes pass over baubles made of kidneys and macabre flowers tied neatly with intestine ribbons.
Come, don't be afraid. I suppose some might consider my shop rather extravagant, but trust me, you won't find anything quite like my bouquets in these woods.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to find them anywhere else.
So, what do you have for me today?
He notices a question forming on your lips.
Oh, pity. I thought you came here with my delivery. Well, that's an inconvenience. Anyway, you can still take a look at my wares.
Buy a bouquet. I get to pick a card? Lotus, gain 50 armor this turn. Gain 40 barrier this turn. Gain 1 block. Next, draw 1 additional card. Oh my god. This man sells amazing cards. 40 barrier? Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
A splendid choice. I guarantee you won't regret it. These were preserved with care and the expertise of my years of experience, so they should last for quite a while.
The man's joy quickly turns to sadness. With teary eyes, he continues,
Yes, this bouquet would have been a perfect gift for a special lady, one that's dear to your heart, if only.
Aw. Leave him be! Just fucking run!
He sobs for a while. Then, with a shaky voice, he explains,
Bouquets have a purpose. They were invented for a reason. But that purpose has disappeared from this world. Nobody needs them anymore.
I mean, I need it.
Everyone says there are more important matters at hand. We just don't live in the right times for vanity and joy. And that's what bouquets are all about, right?
he tries to collect himself.
But I won't give up. I need to believe that all is not lost. And I do have a favor to ask of you.
All right.
There is a lady out there, the fairest maiden of them all. I've only seen her once, true, but I know that she's the one for me.
Aww.
There's no doubt in my mind. Her presence by my side is all I dream about. Her beauty is all I can see.
Aww.
Please, I beg you, take the bouquet. When you meet her, the love of my life, she's bound to notice that it was made especially for her. Let her know that there's someone in this world who won't ever stop dreaming about her.
Oh my god, that is horrifying, but also kind of beautiful. Something about, a world so grim, but still having some beauty in it. Don't you worry, Mr. Florist. I'll find your lady friend. Alright. I mean, he provided us with something amazing. And so we can provide him with something beautiful. Even if it's only a chance at beauty. Even if that chance is fleeting. Even if that chance is meaningless. And that all the beauty you strive for in the world is fake. We can still give him that chance. Alright, let's see here. So I want to heal. So what we can do we can't double promote this guy. But we can go Ritual, Blinding Burst, Blood Golem, activate you, give us a little bit of health back. Advanced activation. Advanced activation there. I love advanced activation. Oh my god, being able to activate twice in a turn off of it is so good. Market.
The investment is going to be worth it.
I don't have the gold right now. Sorry, buddy. Is this a hunting ground? That's a treasure guardian. Are we in a good position to fight the treasure? Yeah, let's fight the treasure rat. Oh yeah, especially because we're wielding abominations. Ooh, and we have a golem. End turn. Okay. So we sage up, we immobilize them. Synergies. We'll do an advanced activation on you to get rid of your little buddy. And then, yep, just bring their armor down some. Let's promote you. Ritual. I should have done this. Oh well. I could have pulled a second Fae out. Oh well. That would have been pretty funny. And treasure pile.
You found what was when you
Gain 2 damage, gain a weapon slot, gain a combat slot. I guess we'll go for the weapon slot. The direct damage boost doesn't help us out as much as getting more slots for every turn. Increase everyone's damage by 10. That increases by 2. Well, let's go with the cracked Ethel. It's more variety, which is always important. And that's our Armed Wanderer. Dude's really good. Okay. So we go Synergy. I think the best bet's just gonna be to double activate the worm. Let's get another worm out. And slap ourselves with a barrier. And then you're dead. Getting that guy's bouquet with... Oh my god. What are we learning today? I like the idea of thinning down my deck, but learning a new skill is just so good from this man. Deal 1 hit for 150%. Offer 25 armor, then summon a golem? Oh my god. That is so good. I can see why that's considered a legendary. Holy shit. The All-Mother's Altar, nice. Oh good, another one of these guys. Do I barrier up, or do I just hit them? I think we're just gonna hit them. It probably would have been better to barrier. They're only doing 1 damage this turn, so we're just gonna plow through them as much as we can. Oh, fuck, what a nightmare. This game's got some trouble processing itself. You know what, we're just gonna lose 2 health to stun all of our enemies. There we go. They're all gone now. We're not quite regaining health fast enough.
The shrine. You feel a strange power rising around you.
Lowered cost of legendary cards at altar.
The priestess gazes at you with a blank stare. You realize that, despite her
150 for 2 legendary cards. Let's see what they are.
she carefully counts the coins you gave her. Only then,
2 instances of the All-Mother's Blessing. Great. So we have 2 All-Mother's Blessings and a Blood Ritual. Cool. I think we're just gonna deal with the low burn. Okay. To activate the synergy and get the blood golem out. And what is the gluttonous beast allowing us to do today? What do we want to do with it, I guess is the question. Screw it, just do a swift punch to all of them. And the golem should be fine this turn. Let's protect the golem. Put up a sage barrier around ourselves. We're gonna promote the golem. Make sure it survives. Alright, it's level 4, but I don't trust that it's gonna survive. So let's just blow it up. And then blow up our Fae. And then ritualize you? Yeah, we should be fine now. I don't even need the pacts at this point. We can just, yeah. Need for Fae? No. 10 barrier for every minion currently in combat. That's really powerful. Activate 1 minion 2 times, then sacrifice it? That's also very powerful, though. Oh my god. That's a hard choice for me. Need for Fae is absolutely never happening. Like, no. I'm gonna say this actually is probably Life Breather. Like, you get a minion up to level 4 and then use Life Breather on it? Insane. All Blood Fae are promoted. All Blood Worms are promoted. Start every combat with +2 energy. I wish I had haste. I'm gonna say... Oof. It's almost worth having Blood Fae be promoted just so they get off the field faster. I'm gonna go with this worms. I'm gonna end up with a field full of worms. God damn it. Hey, Futhark!
Sometimes I think the stones might be magical. See these markings? I don't know what they are, but when they glow...
Okay, you know what? Let's take 3 commons. Some cracked Elo. I think I had an Elo, didn't I? I do! Every 2 turns, all enemies deal minimum damage. That's still gonna be trash. I wonder if at the highest level, it's just enemies always deal minimum damage, and or I always deal maximum, because if so, actually, every 2 turns you deal max? That's much less garbage. Let's just get that weird candle out. And I'm gonna maximize the amount of experience I get here, even if it's not worth much. Give me a worm. Sage protection. Promote you. Promote you again. Thank you. That was a hell of a fight, wasn't it? That was rough, I bet, for you. Let's go. Okay. Honestly, I don't even care. I'm killing everything. I don't even know what I'm fighting anymore or why. It's just, oh, look, something to murder. Something to add meaning to my otherwise valueless life. I live only to kill. Ritual, go. End turn. And dead. Ah, the only love I have is for blood. Or something like that. Man. Let's get the gnawed foot out of here. And replace it with our friend the talking skull. Can you, okay. Fortune Seller, what you got for me?
Good day.
Tome of Knowledge, talking skull, oversaturated rune, a weird mushroom. I haven't tried the mushrooms yet. I don't know what they do. They scare me. Going for a light spot of healing. Hey there, big boy. How you doing? Let's see. Oh my god. Alright, first off, barrier up. Second, blood prep. To get synergy going. Good. And then, we can advance activate. I love this music so much. God damn. God. Fuck, it just hits so goddamn hard. Sorry, I shouldn't be cussing so much, but also, like, fuck. My Abomination's doing a really good job. You can tell by the fact that it just fucking died. Okay. You could have let me finish my sentence first. Alright, we're gonna... Do we want the Abomination or a worm? Let's get the Abomination. And a Golem. And then Blood Ritual. Alright, we can absolutely blow someone the fuck up. And by someone, I do mean one of our own people, because why would it ever be our opponents? So, Blood Golem. Blow him up real quick. Get ourselves a Blood Fae, because sure, why the fuck not? And then activate you. Finally blow up their goddamned, whatever. You're gonna go to deal 4 damage to our Golem. Have fun. I'm so glad we have these Blood Fae. Hello, Bloodworm. How are you doing today? I wonder, if we just life breather you, what happens? Ah, I see. Honestly, not surprising. Barrier here. End turn. Do I have any way to deal damage? Oh no. I don't think I do. How about you? Hey, a bloodworm! That's like a source of damage. That's similar. There we go. Popped like a blood balloon. Crack Gar. How many Crack Gar do we have? 3? Hell yes. Merge. Now it's 4 damage.
This feels like an echo of something that happened.
Yep, and we get a special passive power. If you play 2 or less cards in a turn, which is never happening, draw 2 more cards during the first turn of combat. Let's go. Wait. Why didn't I get the weird stone heart? Mad. Big mad.
The blacksmith is...
I'm big mad. I'm big mad and you can too. Jimmy Crack Gar and I don't care. Jimmy Crack Gar. Alright. Let's see here. Did we get any weird stone? No. Huh. We can heal for half of our health back here, but, you know, we don't need to. Scientist. We have nothing for you. My apologies. I'm gonna have to just go on a money run at some point. Just try to collect up as much gold as possible.
You did a...
Permanently upgrade your stats with blood. I don't have any blood, sorry. Well, we encourage your complete cooperation. Ooh! $100. All blood golems are promoted. Fantankulous. Thank you!
Good to see you.
Alright, we got the fire sample.
This will do, yes. Now, give me some time.
The candlemaker disappears into the room you're forbidden from entering. You wait patiently. Hours pass, and then he finally returns with a sad look on his face.
So, I have 2 answers for you. Good and bad. Which one would you like to hear first?
Both, preferably at the same time, and just sort of overlap them. Bad news.
His condition is in no way useful for our village. It's just another case of things being twisted by the weirdness. That's all.
Oh.
I know how to save your friend. And it's not that complicated. The sad truth here is that your friend was a soldier and a coward in life. This means that he wasn't cursed for his crimes. It means that he wants to be punished for them. He wants to be purified, absolved, connected to the fire. This is his own chosen punishment. Get it?
Oh, damn.
See, it's all in his head. He can get up as soon as he really wants to. When he forgives himself. It's as simple as that. And yet, it's not that simple at all.
Okay, that's super cute. Alright, we got a bunch of tallow. Do we have anything we can use it on? Not really. This game expects you to be playing for a really long time. Don't know if it's gonna get what it expects, but we'll see. I at least want to do one run through for each character and maybe see the final boss. Wouldn't that be neat? The Cursed Brock. Let's see, we can get synergy going. And the Pact of Protection. And so we can go Advanced Action. 2. 8, 16, 24, 36. Yeah, he's fine. Alright, maybe not. Hey, he survived. Alright, what are we looking at? We can promote the worm and then have it kill itself. Go with you, promote you. I feel like the trade-off that you experience with these creatures by promoting them quickly, like, it's an interesting choice. I don't know if it's often worth it. Shamanic knowledge, gain barrier on all minions and yourself, and then invoke a Blood Fae. I swear to God, I'm just gonna end up with a pile of Blood Fae everywhere. Permanently reduce enemies' armor by 20 for each minion currently in combat. That is insane. Into the Brock.
This thick wall.
Look for some treasure. We're going to find treasure. Oh, it's literally just one woman. Guess what? Get fucked. Ritual? Yeah, she's about to get absolutely ruined. Permanently reduce her armor by 40? God damn.
Behind a loose stone, you find a small stash of valuables.
We got an acid flask, some meat, and weird tainted meat. Okay. We can't just walk through the Brock. Wow. Just like the last weird stone. The Cursed Healer. Nice. Alright. Synergy. Now, do we want the Abomination? Probably. Oh, that's a question. So we can have one of these guys choke themselves to death and then get the golem. We could have the Fae choke itself to death. That's so rude. Just churn them all. Alright, you're going to lose like 60 armor. I do have 2 energy. So we're gonna promote the big guy and then have him just eat whoever he can. Excellent, okay. Talking skulls. And this is the accursed healer.
Godless heap.
So he's got 4 potions in stock. Can't really sell me any. Alright. We got another treasure pile. Oh, this is a bad roll. That is a really bad pile of enemies. I'm gonna sage up, and then I'm gonna black blood one of them. Because this fight's a nightmare. Let's get a second Abomination on the field. Excuse me? Any hit under 50? How? What the fuck? Yeah, it's genuinely any hit under 50. I don't know how we're supposed to deal with that. Oh, like this. Fuck you all. Alright, go. Tear them the hell apart. Any hit under 50. What the... Absolutely ridiculous. Activate a minion, draw a card. At the end of each turn, the minion gains 10 barrier. Sacrifice a minion, summon a worm in its stead. I don't know if any of these are particularly good, so we are going to re-roll it. Activate 2 random minions for each ally in combat. Increase its damage by 33% and lose 20 armor. Sign of the Rat, really good. Every overcharge heals all minions to their max. After summoning, activate the minion. Every minion starts with 15 barrier. We're obviously going with haste, because we're trying to cycle minions in and out as fast as possible. That's how I'm personally playing.
What was when you filled your...
We're gonna go for Another weapon slot. Every 2 turns, always deal max damage. Yeah. And that's the Accursed Healer. The Rundown Windmill. Alright, let's get the bad guy out of the way. Synergy. Blood. Protection. Okay. And now we're gonna pop you. Play Gluttonous Beast. I guess we can double ritual this guy. And do we just get another ritual, or do we bloodworm then ritual maybe? Yeah. God damn. Acid flasks. Acid saliva. Activate a minion. Heal it by 50% of its HP. Grim Abomination's really good because it's a discount on the Abomination. Acid saliva is insane, actually. Because whether you put it on the worm or the Abomination, it means shaving a lot of your opponent's HP. So yeah, we're gonna go with acid saliva. Crackman? Crackman! Alright, let's get Crackman. Rundown Windmill, let's go.
Apologies, but I can't let you in.
I can't force my way in? Insane worshippers. Now those sound like my kind of people. Alright. We're going to go Pact of Protection to get a Golem in. Sign of the Rat. Protection on you. Barrier on you, barrier on me. Ritualize the Abomination. Bloodworm. Pop that guy's armor down by 60. And I think the Golem has proved its worth. Have a good day, Golem friend. And you promote as well. They got a skeleton on side. Okay, another skeleton. Okay. What the fuck was that? Insane worshippers, let's go.
You hear strange, aggressive voices coming from the distance. Then, soon enough, you see a group of people carrying a burning statue of a demon.
Worship her. Worship her.
Sounds like a good group. Bow before the statue, refuse to bow, we're bowing.
As you bow, the statue looms larger. She stands still, though in the flickering light of the flames, she seems to wave her arms towards you. The mad crowd cheers, raising their weapons to the sky.
And you worship her. Come with us.
We shall feast together.
Join the feast.
The grazed worshippers look at you with excited anticipation. Then one of the older men realizes that you're not well versed in their ways.
We worship the Whisper and ask her for food. We must first offer her something. This is the rite of initiation.
You look around and notice that every single member of this cult is missing something. A hand, an ear, or even just a finger.
Medium sacrifice. Is this going to be... It is temporary health. Alright. So, the big thing about our character is that we can recover health relatively well. Wait, do I have that passive? That makes it so that when I'm at less than a quarter health... Passives. Low reserves. When you're below 25% health, all offerings give you hit points. Alright, sacrifice it all.
For your blood, a man carves off a sizable chunk of their holy statue and hands it to you on a wooden platter.
Eat, and you shall become one of us.
You bite into the piece with hesitation, but you quickly realize it's just meat. It doesn't seem to be tainted by weirdness in any way. One of the men approaches you. He hands you a curved dagger. It's not very sharp, but it's decorated with rather morbid ornaments.
From every man you slay, you shall carve out his liver. Then you shall lay it upon the tainted altar in praise of the Whisper.
I'm so glad I joined this
You
cult.
pack the meat the worshippers gave you and go on your way.
Joining this cult was the best thing I ever did. Also, we're gonna heal up a little bit. Because while I trust my healing power, I don't trust my healing power. Alright, Blood Abomination. No, not Barrier. Gluttonous Beast. So, barrier ourselves up. That blood carver is... That thing looks great. Man, I wish I could, like, pan around to get a better view of the graphics. Like, I kind of can, but this is about it. But I understand, it's a card game. First and foremost, this game is about card. And playing card. Alright. We are going to get a blood golem. And a bigger shield. And... give the sign of the rat. Alright, go Abomination. Look at that, like half of our enemies just got wiped out in one hit. Still at 12, good. Ritual? I think we're done here. Fantastic. Thank you for sacrificing your life, my blood. The fresh intestines of a humanoid. That's what we're here for. Grim Fae, a free Fae. Activate all minions. This is what we're here for. Lesser Key of Binding. Whenever any minion overcharges, remove its sigils and return them to your hand. That's really good. HP lost through playing summon type cards is multiplied by 3 and is dealt as damage to all enemies. Does that mean I am going to lose that? Whenever any minion overcharges, gain 1 ultimate charge for each living minion. Okay, Lesser Key of Chaining is really insane. I think we're gonna go with Lesser Key of Chaining. I think I can figure out how that works. Hello, Squire.
You notice a man hiding behind the bushes by the road. He's dressed like a nobleman's squire, but his armor is crushed and dented in many places. Rage and despair battle in his bloodshot eyes as he fixes his gaze upon you. As you get closer, he shrieks.
You cannot have them. Hear me, stranger. I won't give them to you.
Immediately, your eyes are drawn to a pouch full of valuables lying behind him.
Are you good?
He shouts something at you while sidling backwards. He's clearly trying not to let you slip out of his sight.
Leave me alone.
I mean, I'm stealing your stuff, but you've told me not to touch your stuff, which is just an invitation at this point. Sign of the Rat. I just want it to be known that he antagonized me first. I didn't intend to take your valuables until you were like, don't take my valuables. At which point, I mean... hello? Deals 1 hit for 5 damage to everyone in combat when destroyed. Okay, can we avoid destroying those? Please. Can we hit the guy in the middle, the Rune Seeker? No? Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna put up a wall. Bring out my friend Wormy. Ow. That hurt. Pact of Protection. And then immediately blow him up. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, my arm. Holy nuts. What did I do to my arm? Alright, how many livers did I get? Just one? Yeah, I guess I did only fight one human.
His body collapses and stones scatter all over the road like pebbles. Regular, useless stones. Ones you could find anywhere.
Hilarious.
Why would this man carry a bag of stones around with him? And why would he protect this bag of stones with his life?
Well, he's called a Rune Seeker. I imagine he mistook them for runes, which he sought. Okay. I think I just saw a cursed cemetery. Oh, good, it's you. The big phase shifter here, that's the guy I actually care about. He's the guy who's actually annoying me right now. Alright, let's get Wormy out. Hello, Wormy. Put the sign of the rat on our friend here. Give me a sec, let's see. Yep, let's get the big guy out. Alright, what's this? One's for everybody. Activate our boy here. Let's keep him going. Alright, they're gone. 2 human liveries, fantastic. And now, forgotten chests.
You find a chest with...
Well, we're obviously looting it. We've lost 10
For a
armor.
while, you can't recall precisely what happened, but the
Ooh! If you have only one minion alive, gain 1 energy and activate it at the start of each turn. Okay. That's interesting. Ooh, the shadowy presence. Is this gonna be the pretty lady we were looking for, I wonder? I almost said shitty lady, which would have been mean. She's probably not shitty. Alright, let's go. Barrier, Gluttonous Beast. Pact of Protection, Blood Golem, and we are actually going to double promote this Golem. Yeah, so next turn we can immediately get another minion. Or so we can immediately get health back, whatever. One of those two things. Well, I guess we did get another minion. Let's see, Bloodworm? Sure. Hello, Wormy. All right. What are we looking at? Let's use Acid Saliva on Wormy. And just have him advance act a couple of times. Reduce the damage of all enemies by 50%. Nah, we're gonna get the reduction in cost. Oh, we can't use that anyway. There we go. Man, we've gotten all sorts of human body livers. I was about to say human body parts, but it's just livers. It's all liver all the time. Like the most disappointing buffet in the world. Start of each turn, activate this minion. I wonder if that's worth it. Offer 5% of your max HP, gain barrier on all minions. You know what? I think we're gonna re-roll these. 2 pillars, gain 2 blood golems. When this minion is activated for this first time each turn, it's activated again. Double trouble is much better. Maybe. Hello, Shadow.
The woman grows more and more desperate in her search. You hear her mumbling something under her breath as you draw near. She doesn't even notice your approach.
So why is this runestone so important?
She looks at you with sadness in her eyes.
You won't give up with these questions, will you, stranger? A few years ago, I found a little boy wandering around one of the battlefields. He was so tiny, so adorable. I treated him like a son, but he...
She covers her face with one ragged sleeve.
He had to be an abomination conjured out of the weirdness. He stole my youth. He stole my health.
Oof.
He didn't change. After 5 years, he should have been 12. But he looked 7 just the day we met. But me, just look at me. I suddenly grew old, rapidly. Most of my hair fell out in one single night. I had no choice but to leave him. I needed to save myself, to keep these last years of my life inside me. I still regret it. I still love him dearly. But I had to.
Aww.
You tell her about your meeting with Futhark, the boy playing with runestones and waiting for his mother.
So you met him, and he's still waiting for me. That's heartbreaking. You must think I'm a horrible mother, but I had no choice. I don't know whether he's a ghost or an abomination conjured by the weirdness, but he was killing me. Literally.
I'm sure he'll be glad to know you're alive.
If I could be cured, or if this disease could at least slow down. I miss him so much. I think of nothing else, and I just wish I could take care of him again.
Aww. Okay. That's really sad. She's just a nice lady who wanted to take care of Futhark because she doesn't have a kid of her own right now. But taking care of Futhark was literally killing her. Oh. Like, goddamn. Alright, back to the murdering. Enough being emotional. Immobilize the enemies. And mobilize the troops. No more emotions, there is only war. Wormy. Rat time. No bad time for a rat sign. It sounded okay in my head. I don't know how it translated out loud. Nani? Oh, that's what emotions get you. 3 gold tokens! That's what emotions get you. They get you money. Ooh. I wonder what we unlock and on the new character level ups, whatever. Mark an enemy for 5 turns. Permanently reduce its armor by 20 for each hit it suffers when marked. Holy nut. Activate minion 0 times. Upgrade activation. Sacrifice it. Activation amount is based on the highest level of the sacrificed minion in this combat. Oh my god. Sacrifice a minion, gain 100% damage this turn. Okay. Hard Tissue. Blood Golem's Overcharge upgrade. Blood Mage gains 5 armor until end of combat. Draw a summon card. Oh. Well, we've recruited 6 villagers, saved 1 soul from corruption, and still have yet to meet the real true end boss. Okay, it's really sweet to learn about Futhark and his mother. And that has been the Blood Mage. Next time, we're going to be playing as the Zealot. A sort of yellow sentinel instead of a blue one. And that's exciting, a whole new color. But that's gonna be it for now. In the meantime, y'all just remember, nobody cares. Thank you very much and good night. I know it seems kind of crazy, but we've been taught to think so. Wouldn't you care more about your job if you knew you were getting paid the same as your boss? Wouldn't you be more invested in the work you would be doing? Yeah, I don't really personally value labor. I think free time is much more important than labor. And even if I were paid the same as my boss, I would actually find that unfair.